Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Ethereum, Solana and SUI price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with Ethereum here on the 1 hour chart, where we are of course here looking at this impulse, and we got of course a very massive drop here, which of course it has hit the 0.618 for a wave 4, which is very far possibility right now, of course, and knowing that the invalidation is not yet taken, but this is already very impulsive for Ethereum there. Meaning on the 15-minute chart, we are very likely looking here at a 1-2, and then wave 3 is unfolding there, or even finished, I would say, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, the wave 4, of course, can be hitting here the wave 1 zone, but I cannot really confirm this a 100% invalidation, since only the wicks has just simply touched here. And of course I can consider that this can be a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 finished over there. And that means, of course, we are at least here in an A, B, and a C toward the downside. Of course, we're looking at this ABC zigzag or a bigger one too, yeah? So meaning continuation toward the downside there in case we are bearish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as well can be of course a possible bearish scenario, meaning of course taking new lows here for Ethereum. Now the possibilities on the 1 hour chart as well, don't forget that we didn't reach the high yet, of course, and this might be very likely, of course, a triangle. And that means this triangle might be, of course, a wave 4 here for something impulsive coming from the top. By all means, after this impulse here that we are looking here at, potentially 1, 2, 3, and then wave 4 here as a wave 4, of course, triangle can unfold a wave 5 further downside, of course, and this might bring us for lower prices still for Ethereum there. Yep, so basically, I would say that the 1, 2 here that we are looking for in Ethereum, well, it start to reduce its chance, yeah, in case that we are here in a triangle. So if we are looking at this triangle there, meaning, of course, these double 1, 2 there are starting to get lower chance, of course, to unfold toward the upside. A higher possibility is coming, of course, for the ABC there, the zigzag, meaning 3 ways up, and then we push impulsively towards the downside, which is a little bit the question mark. Like, yeah, I mean, here it looks already like we have 3 waves, and you cannot really consider double 1, 2 here, since even we reach like the 886, I think, and even much more. Like this is, yeah, it's a 886. Meaning, of course, this can be a 1, 2, but I mean, this very tiny gap, yeah, I mean, to play as a wave 2, that's a very rare case, yeah. So, but we gotta be careful with it, okay? So it might be, yeah, a very potential scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here that we are looking at, and another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Then we have to keep the things, of course, yeah, based on the rules, and of course to be logic, especially that we don't see, of course, further signal of strength here, continuation toward the upside. So we gotta be careful from this triangle. Unless, of course, on the micro level, we will continue one more push toward the upside, meaning I would like to see, of course, a signal of strength here for Ethereum. And in case that this wave 4 is still unfolding there, I'm gonna remove this since we broke all the levels almost. So next now is to watch, of course, the invalidations. This is a confirmation 100% that yes, we are pushing for lower there. Now, in case we are in something in ABC here, can be also like a very deep wave C. It is also possible, but you would like to see, of course, a signal of strength here, pushing really impulsively toward the upside again. So this is what I would like to watch over there. But yeah, still, of course, not a really strong signal that we're pushing for higher. This is regarding Ethereum. For Solana as well, we're looking here at our wave 4. Now, Solana is still inside, of course, this red area, which is a testing area for a wave 4. We might be in a 1, 2, 3, and then ABC here expanding flat for a wave 4, because, of course, yeah, it can be even like kind of like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and something deeper finishing there. So I prefer even to count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Despite that it looks like three waves, but you still can count here a 1, 2, 3, wave 4, and then wave 5 finishing there as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna keep it there. And of course, we can be here even potentially in this diagonal, right? So wave A or a wave 1, so we gotta be careful with it. In case it is an ABC, I'm gonna keep it also there. So here we go. But I put this in the top because it's higher priority. But in case it is an ABC, we're gonna watch what's gonna happen if it is. And if we are in a diagonal here, therefore, the wave C can be, of course, a running flat finished, or we are looking here at a, of course, an impulse toward the downside to unfold there. Taking the invalidation, right, and the invalidation at $127, and of course, giving us lower prices. ABC as well can be a potential scenario as an A, B, and a C. The wave C, if it survives above the 127, it can, of course, save this one too, um, or ABC there. Yeah, so we might be also in an ABC finished and we push for lower. Now, what does it mean? It means, of course, that we're still looking for new lows here for Ethereum, for Solana, sorry, which it might be a not an A B, and of course, but it can be something like impulsive 1 2 1 2 3 4 and a 5. Okay, so we gotta be careful also within this scenario. I'm gonna put this on the daily in case we are in a 1 2 here. We're looking at the wave 3. This is your wave 4 5. Also, the possibility for a running triangle is still there, if you can see here on the daily. So you might have a possibility of an A, B, C, D, and an E, and then we push down. So the things are also still very likely to be bearish. And I mentioned, of course, even during the push toward the upside, many of you asked me, is it possible to come back to the bearish? And I said, yes, of course, it is very likely even. And very possible before, of course, breaking the fib levels here. We cannot think about the bullish, yeah, like an ABC, yeah. Before breaking this, we cannot even think about it. So, and here we are. We couldn't even reach the high right now. Yeah, so we will see. We will watch what's gonna happen. Now, a lot of reds are accumulating there. The bears are coming back, and of course, yeah, we might drop down. So this is what Elliott Wave suggests today and since yesterday as well. So basically for SUI as well, we are looking here to a potential 1-2. But again, if you remember, I mentioned this reduce the possibility for wave 2, give higher possibility for the wave B here. And of course, pushing for a wave C toward the upside. So currently, if we are in double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, F4, and a 5, well, it's hard to say as well. Yeah, because now we got something impulsive. Yeah, not impulsive, I would say motive wave, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, also as diagonal, can be unfolding there. So you have a 1, 2, 3, and a very short wave 4 and a 5 there. And we're gonna see it can be, of course, an ABC, but you need a signal of strength. If this signal of strength is not given, well, obviously it is a three waves from the 1 to 1 fib level, three waves, guys. So that is not good. Let me check as well. Yeah, this is an ABC, guys. Okay, so it's a one impulse there. Yeah, so wave C, ABC. So yeah, no signal of strength. We're not looking at something really to continue right now for higher on the micro level. A lot of bearish pressure are coming in, and of course, we'll see what's going to happen from there. However, if this is, of course, an ABC finished, okay, we might be finished over there, or even it can be a W, X, and a Y, by the way, because it can be a W there, an X, and a three waves for wave Y, finished, of course, wave C there, A, B, and a C. So, yeah, for me, it is much more possible here that we are in a W, X, and a Y, okay, finished, and we push for lower. Yeah, so the next possibilities for SUI therefore is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 continuation toward the downside here, or at least an A, B, and a C. But yeah, we'll see anyway. Yeah, so I would say also like 100% confirmation we are bearish is invalidation of a bullish there. I know it's very far, but we cannot wait until we reach this price to say we are bearish, right? So we gotta be careful. We are in a motive wave. At least it's gonna be a deep correction ABC there as a zigzag. Yep, so that was it for Ethereum, Solana, and Sui. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.